Beloved child, today I bring you a special message from the heart of God, and it is essential that you pay attention. This is a moment set aside to contemplate one of the greatest assets in our lives: a mother's love. It is a deep and unconditional love that transcends all circumstances. Don't disregard this video, as it represents a divine invitation for you to recognize and appreciate your mother's love, whether she is still with us or already in heaven. Before we explore the depth of this message, I ask you to like this video. Your gesture not only contributes to spreading this message of hope and love, but also ensures that others can benefit from it. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss future messages that touch the heart and offer spiritual comfort. God wants you to know that, even in life's darkest and most challenging moments, He is always by your side. When difficulties seem insurmountable and you feel lost, remember that God is there, willing to provide comfort and strength. Life can be challenging and we often find ourselves aimless, but God is the anchor that stabilizes our soul and the light that clears our paths. Allow Him a privileged place in your heart and look to Him for the peace and serenity you need. His love is unconditional and will always be by your side, even in moments of loneliness and despair. Trust God completely and hand your worries over to Him. He has the infinite wisdom and unconditional love to guide you through the most challenging times. You may have been waiting a long time for a change or an answer, but hold on to hope. God's timing is sovereign and He is working on your behalf, even when the results are not instantaneous. Have confidence in your plans and be aware that something great is being prepared for you. Each challenge you face represents an opportunity to strengthen your faith and evolve spiritually. The journey may be arduous, but each obstacle you overcome brings you closer to your achievements and success. God wants you to deeply understand the fundamental concept that being human inevitably involves imperfection, mistakes, and constant challenges. This understanding is fundamental for you to live a full and authentic life, accepting your flaws and insecurities without fear. Imperfection is an intrinsic characteristic of the human condition, and recognizing this is the first step towards accepting divine help and allowing God's grace to flow into your life. The human journey is marked by ups and downs, moments of success and failure, periods of joy and pain. No one is free from facing difficulties, making mistakes, or experiencing insecurity. These aspects are fundamental to personal growth and development. Every mistake represents a learning opportunity and every challenge an opportunity to improve your resilience. Instead of getting discouraged or feeling defeated by your imperfections, it is essential to see these moments as opportunities to seek divine guidance and develop spiritually. Even with your flaws and insecurities, God is always there to support and guide you. His constant presence provides comfort and security, while His grace is abundant and infinite. God's grace is a gift we don't deserve, an act of divine love that doesn't depend on our actions or merits. It is a manifestation of divine goodness and forgiveness, accessible to everyone regardless of their personal faults. When you confront your imperfections, it is common to feel discouraged or insecure, but it is precisely in these moments that God's grace becomes most evident and necessary. God's mercy is another fundamental facet of your character that is always accessible to you. Divine mercy is God's ability to understand and forgive our failings, provide a fresh start, and restore our lives, even when we feel unworthy. God's willingness to forgive is unlimited and constant. No matter how serious your mistake or how far you may have strayed, God is always prepared to welcome you back with love and compassion. The promise of forgiveness serves as a solid anchor for those who long for redemption and renewal. It is understandable to feel fear or hesitation when approaching God, especially when confronting your mistakes and insecurities. Many people fear that their faults may prevent them from receiving God's love and forgiveness. However, it is essential to overcome this fear and understand that God longs for you to approach Him with a genuine heart. His capacity to forgive is infinite, and He doesn't differentiate between those who sincerely repent and those who are still struggling with their mistakes. By opening up to God and seeking His guidance, you allow His grace and mercy to work in your life in a profound and transforming way. When you feel overwhelmed, it is essential to pause and breathe deeply. This practice of pausing is an invitation to slow down the frenetic pace of life and direct your heart towards God. The act of breathing deeply is a reminder of your life and presence, revealing a space of tranquility to connect with the divine. By doing this, You establish an internal environment conducive to peace and clarity, even in the face of life's adversities. During these moments of reflection and silence, direct your heart and mind towards God. Open yourself up to God's presence, allowing it to enter the depths of your soul. God is always by your side, willing to listen to your worries and anxieties. His willingness to listen is infinite, and He rejoices in receiving your prayers and reflections. Regardless of the magnitude or essence of the problem, God is always ready to listen and provide guidance, consolation, and support. God deeply understands your struggles and the challenges you face. He understands the internal and external struggles you face and is always willing to offer the necessary support. His guidance is not limited to solving immediate problems, but also to offering a deeper sense of purpose and direction in your life. Divine guidance can manifest itself in a variety of ways, from a deep sense of inner peace to a practical wisdom that guides your decisions. By seeking God's guidance, you are allowing Him to act powerfully in your life. Divine assistance can present itself in unexpected ways, whether through circumstances, people, or even a new perspective that arises in your mind. It is essential to be open and receptive to these expressions of support, allowing God to act in your life in ways you may not have anticipated. God is also prepared to guide you through whatever challenge you are facing. His guidance is a beacon that lights the way, even when you are shrouded in darkness. In periods of uncertainty, God provides an understanding and certainty that goes beyond human limitations. He is always ready to offer a spiritual guide to help you transcend the complexities of life. In addition, God's presence is a permanent source of strength. When you feel weakened or unable to cope with a challenge, God is the strength you can turn to. His strength is revealed in an exceptional way in your weakness, and His ability to renew and revitalize is incomparable. By recognizing your own vulnerability and leaning on God's strength, you gain an unshakable support that enables you to overcome obstacles and persevere through adversity. God wants you to understand and accept human imperfection as a natural part of your journey. Although you may face mistakes and challenges, His grace and mercy are always available and in abundance. Don't hesitate to approach God, for His forgiveness is limitless and His understanding is profound. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe, connect with God, and seek His guidance. He is by your side, ready to listen to your concerns, offer support, and guide you through any difficulties. His presence and guidance constitute a safe haven. By asking for His help, you achieve the peace and clarity essential to face life's challenges with confidence and hope. Remember that your tears and prayers have a deep meaning and are not ignored by God. Every tear you shed and every prayer you dedicate is a testimony to your battle and your belief. God is completely attentive to every cry that emerges from your heart and recognizes the depth of your pain and your hope. He not only listens to your pleas, but also receives them with empathy and respect, recognizing the depth of your emotions and the seriousness of the challenges you face. Life is full of moments of difficulty and suffering, and it is understandable to feel discouraged or overwhelmed during these times. However, it is essential to remember that these experiences have meaning. Each challenge and obstacle you face are opportunities for you to observe divine action in your life. These difficulties represent the context in which divine action can manifest itself in profound and transformative ways. The journey you are facing may seem challenging, but it is precisely at that moment that God is preparing a path of blessing and restoration for you. Life often subjects us to unexpected trials, and the burden of difficulties can lead you to question whether there is a greater purpose behind these adversities. It is in moments of uncertainty that the relevance of faith and patience becomes clear. God works in your life in ways that may not be immediately apparent, but each challenge is part of the bigger plan He has for you. With each passing day, He is cultivating the conditions for the realization of His promises and blessings. Through difficulties, you are being shaped and prepared to receive what God has in store for you. Be sure that the blessings will come. The expectation that God will fulfill His promises is an essential pillar of faith. Even when the answers don't come immediately and the signs of change are subtle, keep your faith that God is at work in your life. He does not abandon His children and is constantly striving for their well-being. The blessings to come will be evident and clear, giving you a sense of accomplishment and reward for the challenges you have overcome. The manifestation of these blessings will be so impactful that even those who doubted you will recognize the divine action in your life. Often, when dealing with difficulties, We encounter people who question our decisions or cast doubt on our ability to overcome obstacles. However, God will use these circumstances to manifest His glory and power. When the blessings manifest themselves in a clear and powerful way, not only will you be impacted, but those around you will also witness God's magnificent work. This testimony not only strengthens your belief, but also acts as a source of inspiration for those facing their own difficulties. It is essential to keep the faith and believe that God is guiding you through this challenging phase. Trust in God is not just a superficial belief, but a deep commitment to believe in His control and the truthfulness of His promises. In challenging times, faith proves to be the foundation that holds us firm and gives us the strength to move forward. Trust that God is present every step of the way, guiding you with His wisdom and offering support where needed. Each phase of difficulty can seem endless, but hope is a beacon that lights the way, even in the darkest moments. Hope is based on the conviction that God is at work in your life and that a greater purpose is being revealed. When you face challenges, keep in mind that your faith and patience are powerful tools that help you overcome adversity. God is using these moments to prepare you for the blessings to come and to strengthen your spiritual journey. Furthermore, it is essential to practice gratitude even during challenging times. Gratitude not only transforms the outlook on challenges, but also allows the heart to be receptive to appreciating the small blessings that already exist. Every small victory and every sign of progress are expressions of the divine in your life. By expressing gratitude, you open up a space for more blessings to enter and to recognize God's ongoing presence in your life. Also remember that you are not alone in your journey. The community of faith around you can provide support, encouragement, and prayer. Sharing your struggles and achievements with those who share the same faith can create a sense of connection and mutual support. Group prayer and community support are valuable resources that can enhance your faith and offer extra comfort in challenging times. God is by your side every step of the way, and His guidance is a continuous source of strength and clarity. In times of uncertainty, seek divine guidance through prayer and meditation. These practices help you harmonize your heart with God's will and seek the peace that comes from trusting in Him. Divine guidance can reveal itself in a variety of ways, ranging from a sense of inner peace to practical pointers for facing challenges. Patience is a fundamental virtue in times of adversity. Waiting can be challenging, but it represents an opportunity to cultivate a deeper trust in God and His plan for your life. Each day that passes brings us closer to the realization of God's promises and the materialization of blessings. Trust that God is shaping and preparing you for a better and brighter future. As you reflect on your tears and prayers, remember that each one is part of the process of growth and transformation. Your feelings are legitimate and your journey has great relevance. God is immersed in every aspect of your life, striving to transform your experiences into something extraordinary. Faith is the anchor that keeps you steady in times of turbulence and the key to unlocking the blessings to come. So always keep faith and trust in God. Your tears and prayers are valuable and will not be forgotten. God is opening up a path of blessings and restoration for you, and the manifestations of His promises will become evident. Even in the face of doubts and challenges, stand firm in your faith and trust that God is guiding you through this difficult phase. God's work in your life serves as a testimony to His presence and unconditional love. With patience, hope, and trust, you will witness the realization of the blessings that God has in store for you. Write it down. I trust if you need a reminder that God is by your side, ready to offer comfort and support. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and connect with God. You are not alone on this journey. He is always there to listen and work with you to overcome any challenges. Remember that God's love for you is unconditional and eternal. He is always there to help you. So share your worries and fears with Him and allow His peace of mind and clarity to fill your heart. God observes your battles and feelings of despair with infinite clarity and deep understanding. He accompanies every challenge you face and every moment of anguish you experience. His ability to understand the subtleties of your pain is unparalleled, since He is the creator of all things and therefore has a deep understanding of every facet of your life. This understanding is not only intellectual, but also permeated with love and compassion. When you feel lost or overwhelmed, remember that God is by your side, watching over your difficulties and responding to your pleas with a constant and attentive presence. Nothing is impossible for God. This concept is fundamental to understanding the Christian faith and the nature of God. God, creator of the universe and everything in it, has a power that goes beyond human limitations. This power is not limited to extraordinary achievements or grandiose events, but is also revealed in the details of your daily life. Whatever difficulty you are facing, a health problem, a financial crisis, a complicated relationship, or a deep sense of hopelessness, God has the power to intervene and transform your situation in ways you may not fully understand at the moment. Trust in God and surrender your worries to Him. This trust is an expression of faith that recognizes human limitations and divine greatness. When you surrender your concerns to God, you are essentially acknowledging that, despite your efforts and abilities, there is a higher power capable of dealing with situations beyond your control. Surrender is not an act of passivity, but of active trust, where you allow God to take on the role of guide and problem solver. This act of trust offers significant relief, as you don't bear the burden of your worries individually. God's love should be the foundation of your soul and the consolation of your heart. In times of crisis and uncertainty, it is common to feel disoriented and anxious. God's love provides a solid and unshakable foundation on which you can build your life. This love is a safe haven, a place where you can protect yourself and find tranquility. When you ground yourself in God's love, you discover a consolation that transcends anything the world can provide. This consolation provides deep relief that calms the mind and comforts the heart, allowing you to face your difficulties with a sense of inner peace. Lean on God and find peace in His presence. This practice of relying on God goes beyond seeking consolation in difficult times. It involves making Him a central part of your life. Finding peace in His presence implies seeking out moments of reflection, prayer, and meditation in which you connect deeply with Him. This period of closeness not only provides serenity, but also intensifies your faith and solidifies your trust in His guidance and care. In His presence, you discover an environment where worries and anxieties can be surrendered, and where divine serenity can eclipse inner turmoil. God assures you that even in your most fragile moments, He will be there to uplift and guide you. God's promise to be by your side in moments of weakness is an assurance of continuous and unconditional support. Moments of weakness and difficulty are inevitable in any human journey, but God is committed to being a source of strength and guidance during this time. His role as guide and lifter transcends providing occasional support. It is a continuous and committed presence. He becomes the force that supports you when your own energies seem to run out. God has been a loyal companion throughout your journey and will continue to be by your side every step of the way. God's faithfulness is an essential aspect of His nature. He not only makes Himself present in times of need, but is constantly by your side, accompanying you every step of the way. This faithful companionship is a source of comfort and confidence because, regardless of the changes and challenges you face, God remains constant and unchanging. His constant presence is an assurance that you are never alone on your journey, and that there is purpose and direction in every step you take. As you face the complexities and challenges of life, remember that God is always by your side, providing a constant presence and deep support. His ability to see beyond the immediate difficulties and understand the larger context of your life is a reflection of His divinity and infinite wisdom. By trusting in God and leaning on His love and guidance, you discover a source of peace and strength that transcends earthly circumstances. So whenever you feel overwhelmed or insecure, turn to God and seek His presence. He is always on hand to listen to your concerns, offer support, and provide the guidance you need to overcome any obstacles. Your faith in God and your willingness to surrender your worries to Him not only lighten the burden you carry, but also create space for divine peace and clarity to fill your heart and mind. Don't underestimate the impact that trusting in God can have on your life. This act of faith represents a robust source of transformation and renewal, providing a new and hopeful perspective even in the face of adversity. By recognizing God's infinite power and allowing His love to be the foundation of your life, you make room for a richer, more meaningful, and connected experience with the divine. God's constant presence by your side is the certainty that you will never be alone, and regardless of the difficulties you face, there is a greater force always ready to lift you up and guide you. If you are tired, discouraged, and frustrated, remember that God is about to open new doors for you. Your situation is about to change and something great is destined for your life. Be patient because God's timing is always ideal. Although you have faced suffering and questioned the reason behind certain situations, God promises to restore and redeem your life. The coming transformation will be remarkable and extraordinary, and those who doubted you will recognize the divine action in your life. Keep your faith unshaken and trust in God's plan for your future. God warns us that anger can compromise our judgment, resulting in decisions that we may later regret. That's why it's crucial to seek His guidance when we feel overwhelmed by this emotion. By turning to God and trusting in His love, we can learn to manage anger and discover peace in the midst of adversity. Trust in God and seek His wisdom in every situation. He teaches us that obstacles and challenging situations are essential components of our growth and development. Avoiding challenges may seem simpler, but it also means missing out on opportunities to strengthen our character and faith. Face challenges with courage, trusting that God will guide you through the trials. God cares for you with infinite compassion. Although life on earth can sometimes be imperfect and unfair, heaven represents the promise of an ideal place. Trust in God and His plan for your life, knowing that He will always be by your side to guide and comfort you. Open your heart to faith in God and allow Him to guide you into a life filled with peace, love, and hope. God's love for you is constant and unwavering. Even on your most challenging days, He is there to comfort and support you. Keep your faith unshaken and trust that God will grant you peace and strength in the most challenging moments. Remember that you are loved and valued by God. Write "God, I love you" to reaffirm this truth and remember the deep divine love that surrounds you. God reminds us that, despite obstacles and difficulties, our love for our mothers is priceless and must be cherished. Maternal love is unconditional, manifesting itself at every stage of life, celebrating our achievements and remaining present in every situation. Honor and cherish your mother's love, recognizing the priceless treasure she represents in your life. Be grateful and respect her, always valuing her presence whether she is on earth or in heaven. Write "I love you, Mom" to show your affection and gratitude for the one who has always provided you with love and support. Even when we feel tired and discouraged, God promises that our struggles won't last forever. He has something extraordinary in store for you as long as you continue to put your faith in Him. God is working behind the scenes to bring about beneficial changes in your life. Prayer is a powerful tool, and God encourages us to present everything to Him through prayer. When you feel lost and overwhelmed, remember that God is always by your side, guiding you and holding your hand. Trust in God and believe in His plans because He knows what is best for you. Breathe deeply, let go of your worries, and allow God's love and presence to give you the peace and comfort you need. You are not alone because God is all you need. He assures you that even in your most challenging moments, He will always be by your side to support you. His love for you is continuous and unwavering, and will continue to guide you through life's adversities. God is about to open up new opportunities for you. Your situation is about to change, and a grander and more promising future is being prepared for you. Be patient and trust in God's timing. He is committed to restoring and redeeming your life, and the blessings that will emerge will be clear and great. Even if you have faced suffering and questioned the purpose of certain situations, God is preparing something special for you. Keep your faith unwavering and trust in His divine plan, aware that every challenge overcome will bring rewards. Trust in God's power and allow Him to guide your life with love and wisdom. In your most challenging moments, keep in mind that He is by your side, providing guidance, consolation, and support. Believe that God is acting on your behalf and stand firm in your faith. With God's love as your anchor, you are capable of facing any challenge and achieving your goals and dreams. God bless you and guide your path with peace, love, and hope.